Playboy, an EXO fanfiction by NatChan. Narrated by Ren and JAE. Chapter 3. Truth Hurts. Min's point of view. After I bought Sehun's lunch, I went with Nadi and Tao to the restaurant. We went to the back room, which was reserved just for us. I felt like I was experiencing a piece of the idol life without the hardships of actually being one. Us three were the last at the table, which made me feel embarrassed. It was nice for the two of them to wait while I got the braddest food, though. Once we arrived, all of the boys stood up, which made me blush. I hate being noticed and making an entrance. Ah, there she is, Chen called out as I sat down at the end of the big table next to Nadi. Sorry I'm late, everyone. Sehun she made me buy him lunch before I came here. All of the members laughed and shared knowing glances. They know. Yep, that's Sehun all right. Typical Mongne, Baekhyun commented. Don't worry about it. He'll warm up eventually. I tried to believe him, but it's difficult. Hey, we ordered for you three because we didn't know when you'd be getting here. I hope you don't mind, Suho informed us. Me and Nadi were fine with it. But Tao? He was not happy. Ugh, I bet you got me something really gross. I don't eat just any old garbage, Tao whined, and the Hongline all rolled their eyes. You hang out with Sehun too much, Tao Z, Xiumin muttered under his breath, but loud enough for Tao to hear. Tao just stuck his tongue out in rebuttal. Hey guys, listen up, Suho called out, and the whole table fell silent, listening to the leader. Now that we're all together, well, most of us anyway, I just wanted to say that on behalf of all of EXO, we'd like to welcome you to the family. We'll try our best to be as friendly as possible to all of you. Wow, I've got to hand it to the guy. Although I always thought he was just some rich loser, he really is very well spoken. And I think I can safely say that all of us assistants will work really hard in order to make your lives easier, I said, wondering where all of these words came from. I'm not one to make speeches usually. However, luckily for me, all of the other assistants clapped, so I assume I did a pretty good job. Shortly after, the food came, and everyone looked at Tao to see if he approved. He tasted it, feeling skeptical, and then munched away happily, which made the whole table laugh. You know, I felt so lucky to have this job. 2 months ago, I moved to Seoul, feeling terrified, with absolutely no friends. Now I have an amazing flatmate, I'm an assistant for a member of one of the most popular idol groups in Asia, and most importantly, I'm part of an amazing family of people. As I was finishing my meal, Chen, who was sitting beside me, nudged me on the shoulder. Look, I'm sorry you're here without Sehun, Chen said to me apologetically. He was like that to all of us in the beginning too. I was surprised by what Chen said. Really? Because I thought he was just mean to me because I'm just an assistant. I covered my mouth, realizing how blunt I'd just been. Crap. Chen, however, didn't seem to mind. No, don't think that. He'll warm up to you eventually, okay? Just be yourself. The real you. What do you mean? I am being myself, I replied, my voice slightly shaky. Chen gave me a knowing look. Look, I don't know you very well, but in a way, you and Sehun are quite similar. You both like to put your guard up in front of others. I nearly spat out my tea at Chen's comment. I do not want to be compared to that brat. Chen noticed my disgust at his remark and kept on laughing. I really wish I was his assistant. We get on so well, I just know it. Look, just promise me to be yourself, okay? Would you rather Sehun like the fake you when he could love the real you? I was about to reply when Suho's assistant jumped up and told us that EXO had to be back in the dance studio in 10 minutes. All of the boys ran out, and Suho left us his credit card so that we could pay for the meal. Well, that was a fun break. Now back to the bratty Mongne. Sehun's point of view.
Okay guys, you're pretty solid on the dance now. You'll all be fine for MBC's music core tomorrow. Good luck! We all bowed to the dance teacher, and as soon as he left, we all collapsed on the floor. I should be used to intense sessions, but that was a whole other level. I closed my eyes, and sooner or later, I was asleep.
Sehun, it's time to wake up.
I heard this sweet voice call to me, which only could belong to a beautiful woman. With my eyes still closed, I smiled. "Why can't you just lay down here with me?" I said, trying to sound seductive. However, this did not have the desired effect, as I heard the girl scowl, which totally was not what I expected.
Ew, no, you perv. Besides, you stink.
I opened my eyes, and I saw Min standing above me, holding out a water bottle. Ugh. Why does such a sweet and teasing voice have to come from a girl with no curves whatsoever? Aish, why are you here? I asked, wanting to just get back to sleep, even if it was just on the floor. She sighed and took the cap off the bottle of water.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. How about I'm your personal assistant, in case you forgot. And if you don't get up in 10 seconds, this water is going all over you.
I didn't think she was serious.
9,
But then she started counting.
7,
So I got up, I bet
5,
begrudgingly.
4.
Tao appeared to be watching, and he couldn't help himself but laugh. "What's so funny?" I asked indignantly. I hate being made a fool of, even if it was only in front of Tao. "That simple girl you only met today has already got you wrapped around her little finger," he answered, innocently. I felt my fists clench, and Min folded her arms and cocked her hips.
Hey, who are you calling simple?
She demanded. I felt slightly taken aback. I had never seen this side of her before. "And I'm not wrapped around anyone's little finger," I said, defending myself. Tao laughed at both of us and grabbed a water bottle and towel from the floor. "Huh, Chen was right. You're just like each other," Tao said with a smirk. He then pulled out his phone and slumped himself against the wall. She shoved the water bottle and towel she had brought with her into my hands and then just left the room before I could even say anything else. "What's wrong with her?" I asked Tao, hoping he'd have more of a clue.
Min's point of view. I felt bad for the way that I'd left Sehun. Maybe Chen was right, and he'd get used to me eventually. Well, that's what I hoped for anyway. This is why I decided to head back to the dance studio. I was about to open the door when I heard Tao and Sehun talking, so I decided to listen in. Sure, that's eavesdropping, but who cares? I was never one to have strong morals after all. It doesn't take a genius to understand, Sehun. Did you know you were the only one who wasn't at the lunch today? Was Tao talking about me? Probably. All of the other assistants were accompanied by their members. Ugh. I continued my eavesdropping.
"Does it matter I wasn't there?"
Sehun asked, which made my blood boil. He is such a brat. Yes it does, Sehun. You've practically ignored her since she got here, and she's tried to be nice to you. Why don't you like her? Wow. Tao was being really sweet sticking up for me. Maybe Naughty told him to say something.
"Look, she's just an assistant. I don't have to be best friends with her. Besides, all of you got gorgeous girls with great bods. Well, I got her."
What the hell, Sehun? You're so shallow, you know that? Min, she's an unconventional sort of pretty. And that is what's special about her. And more importantly, she's a real person. And frankly, Manager Hong could not have picked a better person to be your assistant. You know, she could be good for you, if only you'd get off your high horse and let her in. I could hear Tao getting his things together, so I ran down the corridor, tears brimming in my eyes. I feel so angry and hurt by that stupid, insensitive asshole. Who the hell does he think he is? All this time, I thought he didn't like me because I was new or something. But in actual fact, it's because he's just a superficial player who's only interested in girls like T.O.'s PA. Big boobs and curves and ugh. I was teased through high school for not having big tits or a tiny waist, but I didn't care. I decided to be myself, and I've never looked back. That's it. I've made up my mind. I'll stay his assistant, but I'm not going to be fake and sweet for him. He does not deserve it. Chapter 4. Cold shoulder. Min's point of view. For a second day at the job, this sure was hectic. Today was EXO's performance at Music Corps, which meant all of us assistants were acting as makeup artists and messengers as well. Luckily for me, it also meant we were required to help any member who needed our assistance, not just the ones we were officially assigned to. This meant I didn't have to deal with Sehun that much. which was probably good for both of us. Because after yesterday, I feel like I'll slap his face if he makes even one bratty comment towards me. Hey, everyone, get your asses over here. It's almost showtime. Suho called out, and all of us stopped what we were doing for a moment. Does that mean us too? Naughty asked, while adding the final touches to Tao's hair. Of course it does. You're all part of our big family now. Suho reassured us, which made me feel warm. My real family, well, they aren't here with me in the city. But now I have an amazing army of friends. We all gathered in a circle, assistants intermixed with EXO members, all of us hyped up on adrenaline. Okay, everyone out there is waiting for us, so let's give them what they want to see, Suho announced. Yeah, come on guys, it'll be great. Let's just have fun, Kai added. All right, everybody, hands in. We all put out our hands into the massive circle and said the chant. We are one, we are EXO. Then they all left to go on stage, and us assistants watched from the backstage. This whole experience is so exhilarating to me. So many people would want this job. And sure, the pay isn't amazing, but really, who cares? I mean, how many people can say they just got to watch the most popular idol groups in Korea perform for free?